Really?
I think so.
Already in the 20s, huh?
Technically, yeah.
Dude.
20s.
Our podcast is ready to move out of its parents' house and go on the world, dude.
That's when I did it.
That's really
20.
interesting. 20.
Wow.
When did you move out of your parents' house?
20.
Really? Age
Officially,
20?
yeah, 20.
Same.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like I think it was like 2021 for me.
Yeah, I was 20.
Yeah, I farmed with my dad until about 2021 and then moved.
Yep.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude. Good stuff on that.
That's the right age. No,
I think that, I think 18 is a little
if you
young.
don't go to college.
I think 18 is a little young. Like you can't even,
I was still in high school when I was 18.
Yeah, exactly. There's
So.
people who are still in high school. There's people still trying to figure out what they want to do. Welcome back to Hunchback Insomniac with Nahum and Zack, episode 20. And like we say with every pod, we're going to start doing this. We just want to thank everybody who listens to this pod. We appreciate you guys.
Definitely.
Anything you guys want to say in the comments, we listen. We are there. We thank you guys so much for being here with us.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
I sounded like
sure.
I was about to cry for a second.
Bottom of our heart.
Yeah.
All
Fuck.
7 of you.
So you
I'm
were
just
just talking. You were just talking about movie propaganda, man.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. I can't help it. I think I'm just.
You're a big movie guy.
I just am. I think that's just what I am.
Big movie buff.
I just am.
Yeah.
Not like a. I think there's probably people out there that are way more like knowledgeable about movies and like cinema.
Yeah.
But I'm more of just like a fan, and I kind of like dabble a little bit into like conspiracies.
You're only a fan, yeah.
I'm a big just fan of movies. I just love movies. I'm not like a. Like I don't have like state like knowledge of like directing and like stuff like that and like production and how that all works. Like some people know the ins and outs of everything about Hollywood.
But so there's people who know the ins and out of something because they can make money off of it, but they don't exactly know about movies. You ever notice that? Like there's people who there's people who like know the ins and out of something, like people who are like we call them gamers, right? So like there's people who are gamers who are really about the game, right? Where they're like, I'm just in it because I love it, which is like a movie viewer or
that's how I am with games too.
Games. Okay, like games, right? But like so with like fighting, you hear this a lot. Like there's guys who just love to fight, right? Like they they can scrap. You know they're scrappers. Yeah. You know they can throw down, and you know they'll tackle you and pick you up, and they know a little bit of jiu-jitsu here and there. They know grappling. They're good. They're gamers. But then there's technicians.
Oh, for sure.
Right? So what you're talking about is the difference between like a gamer and a technician.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like technicians might not always be the best. Like this a great example is like Jorge Masvidal. He's a gamer, right? He beats the hell out of people, but then, and he gets real good. And then you have Stephen Thompson, Wonderboy Thompson, who's just a technician. He might get beat a lot, or, here and there he gets beat. He has a great record, but he's a technician. Everything he does is exactly how it's supposed to be. Every move is exactly calculated. Everything's exactly how it's supposed to be. That's a technician. So that's kind of what you are. You're like a gamer in the movie scene where you're like, I've seen every movie. You've watched them all. You know a lot of references, or the bad ones.
No,
I mean, you've seen some bad ones.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But that you're a gamer, and then there's like the people who are technicians, where they're like, this frame rate is actually blah 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 blah, and they're like, this scene was taking,
Well, I stopped watching movies pretty much after the 70s. Anything before the 70s is really hard for me to like, unless it's like I think some of the Star Wars were in the late 60s, but I don't think they were actually. But
see, not a technician.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, I should know that, but I don't know.
Misa not know.
Yeah. But no, I was just saying. I think obviously we talk about it a lot with the movies and stuff, but one thing that I've been noticing that maybe we've talked about, probably not, but just how the propaganda, even before it comes out with the movie, they'll put it on the poster, like the preview of the movie, and that will be like the poster you can get after the movie's out or whatever. Yeah. But there's a lot of definitely a lot of like fire and ice for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. And to me, it's like, I guess the connection could be, it always shows like the ice, and the one I'm talking about is like Mortal Kombat 2. Mm-hmm. The ice is the bad guys, but then the fires is the good guys. Yeah. But, does a god ever work with ice ever? I don't think he does.
Yeah, I mean, there's things where like getting baptized, you should be in cold water.
With ice probably or something.
Yeah, you should be in cold water, and there's stuff like that.
So ice could be like seen as the light.
You know, feeling the embrace. People say they get chills and
true. Yeah,
there's
true.
a little bit
of,
yeah, there's a little bit of something there.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a little bit of something there.
So I see the inversion is what I'm just saying, which is what the enemy does. They flip. Fire's the good in the movie, but then the ice is the bad. But it should be flip flopped. The ice should be the good, and then
they want you to.
That's what the propaganda is, you know.
Yeah,
that's with a lot of different movies. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you know,
no, and it's true.
And ice, and
it's true.
I think there's a Game of Thrones
game
or something where it's literally called Fire and Ice on the phone, or
there's Pokemon.
Yeah. So it's probably always been around.
Not just the fire and the ice, but it's the colors behind it, right?
It's the colors behind it, yeah.
The
red and the blue, yep,
right?
Exactly.
You know, all the way back into Star Wars, which is funny that Star Wars is written by, George Lucas, right?
Good and bad.
Or who is it?
Yeah, George Lucas, Steven Spielberg helped direct, I think.
Those guys are pretty openly about taking influence from the Bible.
Yep.
And using it into movies.
Yep.
So it could be understandable why they use the blue, you know, and then they use the red, blue is a color assorted what's the word I'm looking for?
What's the ocean and the sky?
You know,
but yeah,
well,
I know what you're trying to say.
Now that I think about it, even like the ocean in itself is not good in like stories and
they're always inverting stuff. Is what I think the whole point is too.
Yeah, you've been talking about Odyssey a lot.
Well, it's because it's kind of crazy that the timing of it is weird to me.
You think so?
Yeah, because Christopher Nolan, if you look at all of his movies, I don't know what his last one was, maybe Interstellar probably.
Okay.
But I never saw that one, did you?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sure there's a lot of occult conspiracy stuff in that. Or no?
In Interstellar, I think
or is it more just
nothing,
just like his own kind of thing?
No, I think the movie in itself is the story of forgiveness.
Okay.
In itself, and it's the story of the achieving something that is almost unachievable, because when he leaves the planet and gets in the black hole and all that, he comes back and pretty much everything already worked itself out.
Okay, so it's like new beginning.
Basically lost all of his I guess because he was in the black hole is the reason why they were able to figure stuff out. But basically, he lost all of his childhood. He didn't watch his daughter grow up and all that, just so he can go on this trip. So it's a little significant.
Yeah, because I was gonna say that the one movie that I know kind of more better than his other ones is The Dark Knight with the Joker, Heath Ledger.
The Dark Knight, dude.
So
you like that?
That's one of my
movie?
That's top 5 for me, bro.
One of the Bane movies, right?
Well, no, Bane wasn't in that one.
No, but so who was the Bane?
Bane was the third one.
Right, yeah, okay, so The Dark Knight.
The one right before.
Or The Dark
Knight with the Joker.
Dark Knight.
That was the third one.
Yeah, dude.
Where I think that was The Dark Knight Rises.
Batman, dude, he broke that fool's back,
but
dude.
Christopher Nolan made that movie too.
Talk about Brokeback Cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he fucking, oh, man.
But,
that boy, dude. Bane's bad, dude. Bane's a bad mofo, bro.
He is.
Bane is a bad mofo, bro. There's that one scene in that movie, right? The one scene where he the guy's yelling at him, the rich dude. He's like, you know, who do you think you are using my money? And you didn't even make it to the company. I'm supposed to own Wayne Enterprises. And Bane looks at him and goes, so you think you're in charge? And it's whoa, damn, dude. Just when somebody does that, bro, that's like me and you with this podcast. Yep. I'm just kidding. No. So you think you're in charge? No, but seriously though, dude, that's no, I'm just kidding. But that's such a badass that's such a badass scene, dude. Just grabs his shoulder and he's like, so you see, you might have power and money, but my hand has already touched you. Never let anybody get close. Did that guy not do jiu-jitsu? Did he not do self-defense classes? You don't let somebody get close. You never let somebody get close, dude. If Bane grabbed my shoulder, dude, I would have fucking cracked his arm in half, dude. Yeah. Broke his arm, headbutt his stupid fucking mask, bro. Kicked him in his fucking ahs, you know what I mean? And then just went ham.
Hamtown.
If you were a Batman villain, or could tell me real quick, Make a Arkham City villain for me real quick. Like who's your Arkham City villain? Go.
One that already exists.
Do a voice. I want you to embody not one that already exists. No, make a new one right now, and give me a backstory.
The turtle, man.
He's not good at improv, guys. Are you?
I need my medicine.
Are you mentally? Are you? Is Batman just like fighting? Batman just like fighting people in the handicap like section of what is it called, Arkham? He's just like walking in, and some guys like Batman walks in to find where's the Joker.
It's the telepathy tape kids, dude. They have mind powers. They already knew he was showing up.
And Batman.
Oh no,
Batman. I'm the villain, Batman.
They're all dressed up.
You ever heard that theory that like Batman's actually just a crazy person, and like he just like screams?
He's a crazy person.
No, like and he just like he's been locked up in Arkham Asylum the whole time. You ever hear that? You ever hear that one?
Never heard that one.
Apparently, like, there's this theory that, like, Batman has actually just been locked up the whole time, and, like, the Joker is, like, his doctor or whatever, and the Riddler is, like, the therapist that he has to talk to, and then, like, there's, like, this whole theory that Batman,
crazy.
which is crazy. The reason why it's crazy, right, is because it's so possible. You know how possible that is?
Yeah.
Like, even, like, everybody, like, imagine if...
Because it's a comic book, dude. He just got hit on the head when he was a kid.
No, imagine if Daredevil.
What? He's blind, dude.
He's blind, and he like, and he's thinking he's like beating people up, but he's actually just walking around town with his cane, like fucking, stupid. You give my dad money back, and like hitting people.
And he's going back home, and he's writing a story.
Yeah, and he's just beating the shit out of like old people who are trying to cross the road. He's like fucking what? That's so funny, dude. Oh my god, he just beats the hell out of people.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah. That's so sick, dude.
That is.
Oh man, all of them. Like
all of them, dude.
Like what's Rummer Woman? Rummer Woman is
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman is just a
man.
No,
she's
a man.
Yeah.
She's like one of those trans.
She's so strong.
Dude, she's like one of those trans that joined women's sports, and she's like, Batman. Hey, like, dude, straight up.
How did you get in the Justice League?
Yeah.
You're a woman.
Yeah, no, fuck, no, I'm not
just
cutting
kidding.
that.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Nah, dude, they let them come at us, dude. I don't even care. Let them come at us. Yeah, dude. Go ahead.
No,
I mean, no, go ahead, dude. Because like I'm just thinking about it. Like, imagine if every villain or every comic book, at the end of the day, you could just chalk it up to being like some kind
mental
of
disorder.
mental illness.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man, just like fucking, he got bit by a spider, and like they didn't get the medication in time, or like
he was really good at parkour though.
Yeah, he was just really good. He's just wandering around like, I beat your fucking ass.
Oh no, dude.
Clayman is just some fat dude he's beating the shit out of. Like, oh man,
got hooked on methamphetamines.
Yeah, dude, fucking. No, that's Flash.
That's
bro.
I know. But
yeah. The Flash is like,
yeah.
He thinks he's super fast. He's like, I'll get there.
Dude,
hey, Flash, what are you doing?
We've been waiting for you. It's been like 30 days.
He gets it. I need food.
Water.
Yeah, dude. That's good shit.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
It's all mental illness, dude.
That'd be a good video.
A good little video.
A really good put together video.
Yeah.
Done that. Hopefully no one takes that now.
I mean, I've seen videos of like them
before.
I've seen videos of them thinking like Mario is just two dudes on shrooms.
Yeah.
Like traveling through the sewer, just like fucking, dude, look at all these little turtles. Like, dude. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's true though. I mean, like, well, I mean, it's probably the case. You know, it's probably the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be.
Yeah, I mean,
It's the only way.
Really, that does it ever scare you? Like, that if you have like a mental illness and you're like walking around in the world like talking to people a certain way, it's almost like body dysmorphia. Like guys who like think they're big as shit, or dudes who think they're super small. Like I'm kind of one of those guys where I think I'm smaller than what I am. And the way I knew this was it was one time like my buddy climbed a tree and I was like, oh, dude, that's so sick. He climbed like this one tree and I was like, oh, dude, I could definitely do that. And the dude was like 40 pounds lighter than me, right? And I was like, oh, I can climb that tree. And I like grabbed a branch and went to climb the tree and the branch broke and I just fucking hit the ground as hard as I can, dude. Like I remember just being on the ground with the branch in my hand like this and I was like, what the fuck? That's the moment I knew. I was like, oh, my God, I'm so much bigger than what I thought I am, dude.
It's not a bad problem to have.
Yeah, that's when I started doing heroin.
Really?
Yeah, I wanted to lose some weight.
It's good.
No, I've never done heroin. Have you ever done any hard drugs like that?
No.
No, big nose.
Hard pass.
Hard pass.
Yeah.
Give me some. Yeah. That was pretty good. Hard pass on the hard drugs.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. So yeah, movie covers, dude. Like movie covers, they you know what pisses me off about certain movie covers?
Mm-hmm.
When a movie cover like has the best part of the movie.
Oh yeah.
I freaking despise that. Like Godzilla.
That's why I don't watch trailers.
Every single there's a theory behind this. If a trailer is too long, the movie sucks. If the trailer's really short, it's a great movie.
No, that's yeah.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to hype up your movie.
No, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't have to hype it up.
2 minutes of a trailer, like what?
Yeah, dude. If I watch 2 minutes of a trailer, I watched the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
I already watched it. You know what I'm saying? I done the movie. I'm not going to watch 2.5 hours to watch the parts that I cared about in the trailer. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not happening. I'm not doing that. You already, dude, we played footsies. You already got to bring me to a movie anyway. And I'm taking my lady out, right? My lady's a small little cutie patootie, right? But she'll eat a fucking large popcorn. And then I'm getting her candy and 2 large drinks. And our movie theater sells alcohol. So we're getting 2 beer skis. And if you have 2 beer skis, you need 4. And if you have 4 beer skis, you need 8. So I'm literally, dude, I'm at that point, it's $200, it's a $150 date. You know what I mean? Like, and the movie sucks. Come on, dude.
And you already watched it.
And I already watched the movie. The last movie I go to every Marvel movie. If Marvel releases, and I'm warning whoever is watching this that works at Marvel, if Marvel releases one more cuck-ass fucking movie, dude, if Marvel releases one shitty-ass movie that's fake as all fucking get out, bro, the new Captain America, right? I don't care about his race. I don't care about anything like that. I don't care about how left side cucky it is. I don't give a shit about any of that. What I care about is if 4 dudes are shooting fucking machine guns at somebody and he just picks his shield up and walks back like this, exposed legs with no powers. How is he not Swiss cheese from the waist down? How is he not Swiss cheese from the waist down being put on a sandwich? How? How is that even possible? You know what I'm saying? That made me so mad. I watched the movie. I start the movie. In the first 15 minutes, spoiler if you haven't seen it, first 15 minutes, the guy picks his shield up and he walks back to a truck while his legs are exposed. And they made a point that he has no powers. So how is he not Swiss cheese with the amount of holes in him? Why is there not bullets going through his body, dude? How is that possible? I don't understand that. Marvel, you make one more movie like this, dude, I'm going to march down to Stan Lee's grave. I'm going to study necromancy, right? I'm going to bring back Stan Lee from the other side. And we're going to go into the studio and we're going to fuck shit up, dude. One more time. So go ahead.
I don't know what to say.
What's the last movie you went to the movies and seen?
I don't even go to the movies anymore.
This is a great fucking podcast.
I think Inside Out 2 or something like that with my family.
Some little bitch movie.
Yeah.
Listen, dude, Inside Out was a great movie.
You watched it?
Yeah, dude, that part where Billy Bong or whatever his name is, the guy who the imaginary friend, when he's like, "Go save Riley." Bro, if you don't think that my 230-pound ass, if you don't think, and I'm a bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm a bad man pajama. If you think, dude, that I didn't cry at that scene when he fucking shot them up and then jumped off at the last second and then just faded away into existence, if you don't think that I didn't fucking bawl my eyes out, bro, you're so wrong right now, dude. If you didn't think that I didn't fucking cry my fucking eyes out when I saw Nemo in that net and I thought he was dead, if you don't think that I didn't fucking cry at that movie, dude, you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. So what's up? When's the last movie you cried at? Because your lady, we were playing a game. Me and we actually do hang out. We're not just podcast co-hosts. We were playing a couples game. And the couples game is you ask questions and then you fight with your wife about how much stuff that you guys don't know about each other. One of the questions was who cries more at movies, and his lady said him. Mm-hmm. Do you cry more?
She cries more, so I don't know.
No, what's the last movie you cried at?
Like actually cried?
Yeah, like actually fucking cried. You have a real itchy neck today.
Yeah.
You have a super itchy neck today.
Bad itchy neck.
Why do you got an itchy neck?
Mama dog was carrying me around.
Mama dog was carrying you around? Ooh, so your neck's a little raw from her mouth? Mm-hmm. Neck's a little raw? She was like,
yeah. Yeah, shit.
Okay. Yeah. If you were any dog, what kind of dog would you be?
I'd probably be like an Australian Shepherd.
A little Australian Shepherd? Maybe an Australian Shepherd mix a Shih Tzu?
Yeah, something weird like a
That's
weird
cute.
dog. Yeah.
I would be a Saint Bernard.
Yeah.
That would, you know, something like that.
Super slobbery.
Super slobbery. Just
always
super
asking for pets.
Always asking for pets. Always slobbering when you give me pets. Always people being like, dude, get the fuck away from me. Get away from me, Boxy. That's my name. Get away from me, Boxy.
That's a good name.
Yeah.
Mine's Rudy.
Rudy? Nice. So what were you saying? When's the last movie you cried at?
Because I'm like, it's been, I'm sure there was one, but I just can't remember. I'm trying to remember it. I don't.
This is a great podcast.
I don't know.
He's such a good guy. You're such a good guy.
I can't remember the last time.
You can't remember the last time you cried at a movie? When's the last time you got emotional at a movie?
Can't remember.
God, you're so interesting.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to remember.
I'm being nasty today, dude.
But it's not something
I'm being nasty
think about,
today.
I guess.
You got me on a nasty day. I'm being nasty. I'm being a nasty boy today. I'm being mean today.
I guess.
Tell him.
He's being nasty.
So, when's the last movie you cried at?
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
I watched this new cartoon. It's on Angel Studios. It's called I can't remember what it's called. But it's about this guy who tells his son the story of Jesus, and it's like all in cartoon. If you think I didn't cry at the end of that movie because the kid was in the water and Jesus goes to grab his hand and lift the kid out of the water, and he lifts the kid out of the water and then replaces himself with the kid in the water and then just falls to the bottom of the ocean and just dies on the cross inside the ocean. If you think I didn't cry at the end of that movie, dude, you're so messed up right now, dude. If you think I didn't cry so hard at the end of that, dude, God, man.
What is it?
I don't know. It's like this new movie about this dad who, but I don't think it's just a dad.
I
think
that
it's,
was in theaters, but
it is in theaters. Oh. Yeah, it is. But I have Angel Studio, the app. Like I can actually, I get a free send. I can get a free send to send the movie to somebody.
Oh,
yeah, it's actually pretty cool. I'll send it to you so you guys can watch it at home.
Huh.
Yeah,
I think the kids saw that.
The kids saw it.
I think they went.
Yeah,
that's why I was wondering because it was in theaters.
All right, let's cut to commercial real quick. Hey, what's up, all you dirty nicotine pod using little guys, dude? You know what, man? We're all dirty nicotine guys, right? We all have an addiction. And if you're going to have an addiction, if you're going to have one, right, have a good one. And make sure you're doing it with the right stuff. Now, that's the biggest thing, okay? It's like people, we're okay with having addictions, right? But a lot of people are out there taking these nicotine pods, right? Taking these nicotine little pouchies with nasty chemicals. I'm not going to name any names because I'm not allowed, but you're using nasty chemicals, right? They don't even say the ingredients on the bottle, right? On the little can, they don't even say the ingredients. But our guys over at BROSHARK, not just do they say the ingredients on the can, they use medical grade stuff to make the pouches. Not just are they made in Arizona, but they're sold locally in Arizona. So not just will you be helping a local guy, right? You know where you're getting your stuff from. Tell me where it comes from. I can't say that. Tell me where I didn't actually, you know what? I can. Tell me where it comes from. Tell me where it comes from. Tell me where these guys come from. You don't know. You don't know where they're coming from. They're probably shipping it from big old China, right? They're probably shipping it from where COVID came from. And you guys are just eating it up. You guys are just putting it in your mouths, right? And you don't care. But that's not where my bros at BROSHARK are doing. My bros at BROSHARK, they make it here in Arizona. So you know the shit comes with some flavor, baby. Because anything from Arizona comes with some freaking flavor, baby. Am I right? Go ahead and tell them, dude. Tell them, dude.
Well, I don't know if you know, but just like the sharks out in the water, the BROSHARKs up on land, within a couple minutes, if you're missing any teeth, your teeth will actually start to regrow just like the sharks. No extra rows, normal teeth. It's not like you're going to get shark teeth.
Allegedly they grow back.
Yeah.
Allegedly. But
it worked for me, so go ahead and try it out.
Try it out and tell us how you do. You know what?
I was missing all my teeth, and now my teeth are back.
Now his teeth are back. And you know what? Go ahead and tell us. Go ahead and message us both. Give us a little, hey, my teeth grew back. You know, if you want to be a predator, right? Not like that. If you want to be a predator out in the water, smelling some blood. What is that? You smell that? That's blood, dude. You want to be a bro? You want to be in the gym lifting weights, being a bro like your bro right here? You want to be a bro, dude? Get yourself some BROSHARK. Put a little bit of this in your mouth, and I promise you, you'll never go back to those other guys. Can't say them legally. You'll never go back to them because this shit right here, this turns you into a monster. You'll be out there grabbing seals. You'll be out there grabbing, what else innocent girls that are just surfing in the water in Australia. You'll be grabbing their arms. You'll turn yourself into a freaking BROSHARK. Go ahead and grab BROSHARK, all different kinds of flavors. Get them locally in Arizona at all your favorite smoke shops. BROSHARK, baby. Yeah, man. So I'm with the movie posters. I mean, you know, they've been interesting lately. You know what I can't decide? And this is some real shit right here. And I know this is a subject that people have been talking about. I know you're not going to hear anything new here. I can't tell when I'm really good at discerning AI from real videos. I'm very good at it. I'm going to be honest with you. Like we have a segment that we want to start doing where it's tell me if this is AI or not, right? And we want to start doing that because I'm so good at discerning what's AI and what's not. But lately, for me, I can't tell if the backgrounds of what I'm looking at are AI or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
In commercials,
sometimes you can't tell. Yeah.
In movies, in these shows, like think about these shows that all these people, how many shows people are releasing, right? Like think about all these shows that have so many new seasons and there's so many new shows coming out. You're telling me that they're not just AI and some shit, and AI is creating like half of these fucking shows? I think they are, personally. I think it would be stupid for them not to. Use the AI. Make friends with the AI. Become cool with the AI, because there's some nerdy fucks out there who don't give a hell about people who are trying to destroy us with the AI. I seen a video of one of the guys who was talking about AI, and he was like, well, I don't really care if AI destroys the human race. Maybe it might be good for the human race. Hey, man. Try some fucking pussy. You know what I mean? Hey, man. Go get some pussy. You know what I'm saying? And then tell me if you wanted to destroy, bro. Then tell me if you wanted to destroy, because you're sitting there in your fucking ass chair, right? And you're sitting there being like, well, I actually think that AI might kill the human race. I think it would be kind of good for AI to kill the human race. Go get some bossy. You know what I'm saying? Pay for it. Get it for free. Go to a bar and try to talk to a woman. Be a respectful guy at a library, you nerdy fuck. Who gives a shit? Go get some bossy. You know what I'm saying? And then tell me that you wanted to destroy the human race, because us, dude, we don't. Make friends with AI. Make friends with it. So I actually texted AI because I've seen this a lot. I asked it, tell me what God looks like in your opinion.
Oh yeah.
Tell me what God looks like in your opinion. It did not send me any other religion. It didn't send me any other thing. It didn't send me a big space thing. It didn't send me the specs in the universe or anything like that. You know what it sent me? It sent me exactly what we imagine God looks like in Christianity. Now look, I'm saying I'm right? I'm just gonna say it. We're right, okay? You know what I mean? Like, Jesus, he died on the cross for our sins. He's our Savior. We're right. You know? He's got proof. There's proof all up in the pudding, right? If I told you straight up, right, like all these dudes who are like, World War II didn't happen, you're like, there's proof. There's proof. It's all over the place. I know people with numbers on the arms. You know what I'm saying? It happened. It fucking happened. Oh, I did want to talk to you about that. So we're not allowed to say the S word in here when somebody, offs herself. But they did find out that Hitler did off himself. They found it out. Yeah, he didn't escape to Argentina. He didn't go anywhere else. They're like found real archaeological evidence that the skull that they found with a bullet right through the head, it really did. Yeah, he offed himself. Now, you know what's weird is like every bad person in history that's ever been in history that has like this evil spirit to just kill and destroy and conquer and just do it, they all offed themselves.
No, I believe it.
Crazy.
It is.
Is that not? Is that not wild?
Yeah, it's probably like what I feel like we didn't talk about on the podcast, but
did we talk about it on the podcast?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, where like the spirit of evil, like
transfers.
And if you die like naturally, or like somebody takes you out and you have to like go through the judgment,
which means, I was just say, I don't think it was Epstein's, not Hitler's spirit. I don't think that was. I think that Epstein's a different kind of like evil spirit. You know what I mean? Because he wasn't really a conqueror. He's more like a politician.
Not just the evil spirit like that, but like any evil spirit that's running into people and making them do like horrific stuff.
Different ones, though, is what I'm trying to say.
So what do you think about this list?
I think at this point, they're just tired of people asking about it, so they're finally just enough people have brought it mainstream. But I'm starting to hear people say it's just everything about it's all been fake this whole time.
Yeah.
It's just to keep just another one of those things. Not that it wasn't all what he did isn't real, but just like some parts of it are just, I don't know.
I think they're trying to do what they've always done.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to do what they I think it was real. Nah, I think it was real.
No, I think it's real too. I'm just saying that's the problem is with how it is. I'm not, but that's what everyone thinks now.
Yeah, that is not
like
real.
People used to think it's real. Now it's like the Mandela effect, bro.
Isn't
but
it
that's
so,
what they do.
Oh my god!
Now they finally figured out how to fucking do it, bro.
Isn't it so crazy? Like all these free thinkers.
Within a week or two, something bigger than the Epstein file is going to happen now, like a world event probably, which is sad to say, but
yeah,
it's going to get everyone in America away from the Epstein files again.
You know what's crazy?
And then the next time it comes up, people are going to be like, "What was that even?" We might even be like, "Yeah, what was the Epstein?" That's how. That's how it works. You're supposed to forget about it, and that's how they do it.
Yeah.
Bring it up, forget about, or bring it up, bring something else up that's more important. Bring it up again after everything else has happened with Israel, and they have it controlled, bro. It's by design.
I just saw something on the news that
it's real. That's real shit. Yeah, the Epstein stuff, that's all real stuff. But
dude, I just seen something on the
about it forever.
I seen something on the news just now that was like every country, like a shit ton of countries, condemned Israel for their actions. I was like, oh, it literally is prophecy. Oh. No. Like, y'all are literally just participating in prophecy, bro. In straight up prophecy. And I think Israel's along with it. You know why? Because the Zionists think that their Messiah is going to return when Israel gets attacked. That's what they think. They think he's going to return as a political figure and control the world and make everybody Israelites. But it's like, dude, what the hell? You guys have no idea. Because they don't believe in the book of Jesus. They don't believe in the second testament or in the New Testament. So they don't believe in Revelation. They don't believe that all these things that John's seen are coming to existence. Right. Like it talks about the people in Israel who aren't real Israelites are about to cause a war, and then it's gonna make a blah 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 blah. Dude, it's literally like a thing, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's scary. What are you doing what are you doing? What are you doing first?
What?
What are you doing first when the world starts fucking?
I'm gonna gather up my family and go up north and start praying.
Where are you gonna go?
With more family.
Really? Good. Yeah. Don't run to the hills.
We're going. What?
That's what it says in the Revelation, that all the bad people, they run to the hills and they go to the caves.
Well, they just so happens they already live in the mountains, but we're not scared. Scared. We're not.
Yeah.
We're just doing it because that's the plan of our
Smart,
whole family's just to meet there. They already live there. Like.
Yeah. Where at?
Idaho.
In Idaho?
Yeah.
Nice. Idaho's not bad.
Not at all.
Idaho's fun.
And it's a place where the whole town's going to band together.
Yeah.
To protect. Well, not everyone.
Where in Idaho?
St. Mary's. It's a small town.
Oh, wow. St. Mary's.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's definitely, people are going to ravage. People are going to be gnashing teeth.
I'm going to, as soon as there's like an not actual, even though we're like talking about like how there's already been stuff happening in prophecy and literally AI, there's a bunch of different AI generators and programs that say like between 2026 and 2030 is when Messiah comes back.
Well, so I mean, if it started this year, the 7 years of tribulation, 3.5 years of the tribulation would be from to 2028, and then.
And I've heard some people say 2030 is like a lot of people say that, but I don't put dates on.
They've always said
that's
that.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't like things like that,
dude.
I just go off based off of.
Dude, they've always said that, dude.
I don't know where I heard it, but I think it was the Korean. Is he Korean? The smartest guy in the world.
Yeah.
I think he said it in our generation, which I put it together and thought of it. I was like, I told my girlfriend, I was like, technically our generation could be, and like our kids, like our two kids, even my nephew and my niece was just born. So like now it's like their generation, our generation, or our parents or our grandparents.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know. It's
I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah,
for it,
I mean,
honestly,
yeah, I'm not.
I'm ready.
I don't really freak out about it anymore. When I was younger,
I only freak out about it because the only reason I freak out about it is
I just worry for other people that don't believe in God.
That's what it is. That's what I want to talk to you about, dude. And shout out to him if he's watching this because he does watch it. Coworker at work, man, started talking to me about how he turned away from the Lord, and I was like, I made a joke kind of, and was like, I don't know, do you believe in Jesus Christ as your Savior? And he was like, actually, no. And I was like, what do you mean? I thought you were a believer, like your family's a believer and all that. He's like, well, no, I just don't believe it anymore. And you know what he said? He's like, I just watch all these things and all these people that, there's like, what about the kid? And it's like, dude, it's like so scary.
Oh, I know exactly what you're going to say.
I don't have like belief in I don't have belief in all the things people say to where they're like, people just like turn away from the Lord and then they
start to look for any reason to not to believe in God.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
And it's not just that. It's like, no, they all say the same thing. But what about babies that die? What about earthquakes? What about that? I'm like,
say stuff like
I'm
that.
like, oh, so you want to be a robot? Like our Earth has these processes.
Yeah, you want to be a perfect world.
That's not the way it works. So like, what religion are you gonna? What are you gonna do to make it a perfect world?
Controlled.
If they want control, they want. Well, what if there's no disease? What if this AI can go inside your body? What if you can get this?
Disease.
What if you can get this mark on your arm that says that you have all this and everything, and you get dude,
you're gonna live forever on Earth.
But that's the thing is exactly. We believe in everlasting life.
In your flesh. Forever as a human.
And it's just so interesting because I was talking to him about it, man, and I was like kind of like going through all the things that he thinks about, and it just like everything he said was the same thing you hear on these videos. It's the same thing like everybody talks about.
Yeah.
And it's like a real spiritual battle going on, man. It made me so sad because I love the guy too. He's such a good kid.
That's scary.
Such a good kid, dude.
I just go back, even, I don't really do it anymore, but when I was younger, one thing that I would always bring me back, like if I felt like I was like kind of like starting to think like that, I would just start to think about nature. Yeah. Like the most basic stuff in nature, like how things work pretty much. And that always kind of just rooted me back to like, oh, no, there's no way like God exists. There's no way. Like there's, I don't know. It's just, and today it's funny that I was just going to say on that note, I had one of those things where I was like, yep, that's why I love nature, because it just always constantly reminds you of God,
Yes.
But woodpeckers, it was just like a stupid Instagram post, but it was explaining why they don't get concussions. Yeah. How they can just, all they're supposed to do is peck the wood to get the food and then live in the tree. That's all their mind is meant to do. But there's like some weird membrane that's literally protecting their brain.
And they protect the tree.
Yeah.
You know that?
I didn't know that. But I also knew that trees know what kind of insects live on the tree. So if there's like an infestation of insects, the tree will put off some kind of weird to kill the insect or get the insects off pretty much. Or I forget what it is, but dude, they know exactly what. But it just, the list goes on. It's infinite how and it's all connected
in one glorious God.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
And that's the thing is I used to have this one belief that like
that's science.
when I kind of like went away from it a little bit, because I'll be honest. I had just like every young lad, does. Right?
Yeah.
I had that like, well, every book is the same. It's all saying the same thing. Just don't be a dick and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, it's not saying the same thing. These books, you're just uneducated.
Yeah, I just,
I just straight told myself, like, I'm just uneducated.
That I've never even heard anyone talk about the other day. I'm like, whoa, what the heck?
Like what?
I'm trying.
Like a different religion or?
No, it was in the Bible, but it was just like the way it was being talked about, and it was in the
Bible.
Just
watch out for that.
No,
watch out for that because people don't know what they're talking about.
No, it was like reading from the Bible.
Oh, okay.
In the Bible,
yeah.
I think I was listening to like it was a podcast.
Yeah.
Not a podcast, but like an audiobook of the Bible.
Yeah.
And it ran because I had the DJ on in my car.
Yeah.
And it just is the Spotify DJ. If anyone knows, is super cheesy. His voice is like, all right, guys, I got this next one picked out for you. Here's some hits back in 2023. I think you're really going to jam to.
That's literally what I did when I DJ'd, but go ahead.
That's what he sounds like.
Yo, what's up, guys? So I guess.
But I was just going through it, playing random songs, and then because I listened to the Bible on audiobook, it came up, and it was like Isaiah chapter 13, and it came up.
We just played footsteps.
But I was listening to it, and I had listened to that like a couple times.
Oh, Isaiah's intense.
But Isaiah chapter 13, I was like, how did I miss that the first time I listened to that? Because I listened to it again, I was like, whoa.
Heck? As you listen to it, more
insane,
things will
I don't
more
remember
things will
what
come
the
up.
verse was, but Isaiah chapter 13, if anyone's curious, go read it because it was. I'll probably read it after this. But
You want to read it right now?
I mean, we could.
Yeah, we got.
I just remember listening to it and I was like, whoa.
minutes. We got 15 minutes left.
I don't even know what it all meant, but it made sense, but it didn't make sense, and I felt like it's obviously Old Testament. I think, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. Isaiah's Old Testament. Let's run through Isaiah real quick.
Yeah, obviously it's Old Testament.
We got time. We got time. This is good content, I guess. If it's not, guess what? We don't care. All right. A prophecy against Babylon. Oh, wow. Babylon.
It was reminding me of America.
Which is crazy because Babylon,
Babylon.
I think America's Babylon. But
People,
in
no,
Revelation, it says that new Babylon will fall.
I think it is too.
Yeah, I think it is. I think because we
idolize and
we've worshipped false gods. We've made,
and even the Native Americans had false gods. They didn't have
the words they use
religion to Native Americans.
The words they use is a little bit weird. They use
deities, right?
What I'm talking about is we've fornicated with every nation, right? So if you look up what fornicating
we're like the
means,
nation of nations, dude. We have our toes in every
we're the reason the UN
any
started.
honeypot that exists on the world, we have our toes in.
Yes, yeah.
That's America.
A prophecy against Babylon. Isaiah the son of Amos saw. Raise a banner at the bare hilltop. Shout to them. Beckon to them to enter the gates of the nobles. I have commanded those I prepared for battle. I have summoned my warriors to carry out my wrath, those who rejoice in my triumph. Listen, a noise in the mountains, like that of a great multitude. Listen, an uproar among the kingdoms, like nations massing together. The Lord Almighty is mustering an army for war. They come from the faraway lands, from the ends of the heavens, the Lord and his weapons of his wrath, to destroy the whole country. Woo! Wail for the day that the Lord is near, and it will come to destruction from the Almighty. Because of this, all hands will go limp, every heart will melt with fear, terror will seize them, pain and anguish will grip them, and they will writhe like a woman in labor. They will look at each other, their faces aflame. See, the day of the Lord is coming, a cruel day, with wrath and fierce anger, to make the land desolate and destroy the sinners within it. The stars of the heaven and their constellations will not show their light. A rising sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. I will punish the world for its evil and the wickedness of their sins. I will put an end to the arrogance of the haughty and to humble the pride of the ruthless. I will make people scarcer than the pure gold, and more rare than the gold of Ophir. Therefore I will make the heavens tremble, and the earth will shake from its place. The wrath of the Lord Almighty in the day of his burning anger. Like a hunted gazelle, like a sheep without shepherd, they will return to their own people.
We just talked about in church.
They will flee to their native land. Whoever is captured will be thrust through. All who are caught will fall by the sword. Their infants will be dashed to the pieces before their eyes, and their houses will be looted and their wives violated. See, I will stir up against them the Medes, who do not care for silver and have no delight in gold. Their bows will strike down the young men. Their bows will strike down the young men. They will have no mercy on infants, nor will they look with compassion on children. Babylon, the jewel of kingdoms, with pride and glory to the Babylonians, will be overthrown by God like Sodom and Gomorrah. She will never be inhabited or lived in through all generations, with no nomads will pitch their tents. No shepherds will rest their flocks, but desert creatures will lie there. Jackals will fill their houses, and their owls will dwell, and the wild goats will leap about. Hyenas will inhabit her strongholds, jackals her luxurious places. Her time is at hand, and her days will not be prolonged. Whoa.
Bro.
So it's just talking about the destruction.
That's what my DJ picked for me, randomly.
Yeah, the destruction of Babylon.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's insane. Wow.
Yeah.
And a lot of people say things like, why would they tell them to kill infants and all that? And it's like,
what if they're like mixed with AI? Like,
well, this is about to sound bad.
AI
this is about to sound bad, but this is what I think, okay? I've heard this before, but this is a personal thing I think. Children are created pure. Before their purity can be ravaged and misguided, God ends them so he can have them in everlasting life before they can be sinned against God. And no one, like, for instance, in a nation where kids
I feel like that's where the rapture comes into place.
Yes. Well. You see, like, kids don't make their own decisions, right? Like for instance, like, you always have to be manipulated in some way, or like taught something, or like you can't just, like, you're not inherently evil. So that being said, God would rather end you before somebody can make you evil, so he has you in your peer, which is
having thoughts of pretty much like people coming to your house that work for whatever. I don't know how it's going to work, if it's going to be our government, if it's robots or whatever they're going to do, to pretty much come be like, all right, do you denounce God? You know, are you going to denounce?
Well,
God?
It's not about denouncing God. I think
I think it's
what we go through every day. No, I think it's what we go through every day. Look at your. I know this is going to sound bad. I don't want to call you out, right? And I don't want to call you out. I think that the denouncing God thing, and this is just me personally, it's my theory. I think it's not going to be a moment. It's going to be our whole lifetime of our generation.
Oh,
like, look how bad
that makes more
like,
sense.
Even with, like, the thing we were talking about with the G's, right? With the G's and the LGBT.
Yeah. Well,
if you support them,
look at the clinics.
You
cannot.
Know what I mean.
Yeah,
you cannot support them and support God. You cannot be in the name of the righteous and in the name of the evil at the same time. You're on, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You're either on each side. If you're not with me, you're against me, right? So if you're not with the wickedness, you're with the wicked. So if you support them, you are denouncing God. They denounce God, right? If you go to a pride festival or whatever, they openly denounce God.
Yeah.
150%. Right. Okay, they no one's like, oh yeah, God, no. They're like, no to Jesus, no to God, right? Yep. Openly denounce it. So if you support them, you're supporting that, right? And then it's the same thing with, like, how much access do we have to pornography? How much access do we have to how much pornography is just, like, thrown down our throats at all times? If you support any of that stuff that supports pornography, you're denouncing God. Drugs. How available is it to have weed? There's no reason why, like, these kids that I know that are under 21, all of them have weed pens. Every single one of them have a weed pen. It's like alcohol, right? Our whole generation lived off alcohol. You were able to get alcohol as a child. You're denouncing God of not being sober and breaking the rules of the land. That is also against a commandment. Follow the rules of the land, right? So when you do those kinds of things, you're denouncing God in itself, right? So, like, stealing from people. If you support the whole riots and everything that were going on. If you support them, you're supporting stealing. That's denouncing of God. So I think the whole denouncing of God thing is an open thing that you choose throughout your whole generation, and that's why it's so prevalent in our generation now, with all these things popping up, with the G's, with the riots, with the random protests. No king's protest, bro. No king's protest. There's one king, one holy king, and no one's saying that. No one's like, there's no king over God. There's no king. Trump is not a king. Well, the only king is Jesus Christ. No one's saying that. They're saying no kings at all. And you go look at all the people who are doing that protest. They're all blue-haired and, support. Right. So that's denouncing God. Everything that's in our life is something that kind of puts us to denouncing God, Even like sometimes with the comedy scene, like people openly denounce God, making jokes about it. Like that one guy who was like, talking about how if, like, a preacher was to just, like, knock people out, and it's like, what are you even talking about? Denouncing God. I think that's I don't think there's going to be a point where somebody knocks on your door and they're like, hey, you're denouncing God. What I think it is you're going to follow a whole way of being, and that's going to fall under getting the mark of the beast. That's going to fall under denouncing in that moment, where I don't think it's going to be like one solid thing that's like, oh, you denounce God at this moment. I think it's going to be like, oh, well, if you live this way already, then come and get the mark. If you live this way already, for instance, like they're going to be like, if you are at a pride festival, or you're at one of these festivals, or you're at a riot or whatever, like don't support the conservative Christian values. Don't support those. Support your own God. You're your own God. Support your own life. Support the way you want to act, and no one can tell you what to do. No one can tell you how to spend your money. No one can tell you to pull it out in cash so no one can control it. That's just going to be something you fall into, right? That's how evil works. No one goes up to you and tells you to commit evil, right? No one does that. No one walks up to you and they're telling you to commit evil. You fall into the evil that somebody offers, right? And this is something like this is for anybody. You don't get controlled to do evil. You fall into evil, and then you're inside of it like a blanket, right? A blanket. No one. If somebody puts a blanket around you, you could take it off in a second. But if you feel cold and you go inside that blanket, that is a choice that you are making. Nobody can put something around you that you don't want, because then you could denounce that thing, right? So there's a difference between denouncing evil and denouncing God. And there's a choice that everybody's making nowadays where they're either denouncing evil or they're denouncing God. We went to a rap show. We have to finish up here in a second. We went to a rap show. In this rap show, we were having great fun, right? We were all drinking, so we were still like indulging in these human things. But every rapper talked about Jesus. Every rapper talked about God. We had a moment of silence where everybody in the room prayed. And it's like that's and this is my belief, if you don't think that's appreciated by the angels that surround us, then then I don't know what I'm talking about. But sure, we were indulging. Sure, we were celebrating. But it's okay to celebrate in a celebratory way, right? We weren't overindulging. We were all celebrating what we loved and the people we loved for somebody's birthday, for a celebration. And in the moment of that celebration, we all prayed together and had a moment of silence for somebody who lost their life. And you know, that's the denouncing evil. That's the denouncing evil in the praise of the Lord. That's what that is. Mm-hmm. If anybody asks you what is that nowadays, what is the approving of God and then disproving of evil, that's what you tell them. That's what it is. Anything else you want to say before we go?
No.
Oh, I love this.
You asked me about the Odyssey, but we never got back to it.
You want to talk about that? You have a couple minutes. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just it's I don't think it's gonna take like a minute. Just the reason why I'm excited is because there's gonna be giants in it.
Not really giants.
Yeah, there's gonna be giants.
Cyclops.
They're giants though.
Yeah, but they're different.
They're pretty much giants.
Yeah, but they're different.
They're different, but they're a type.
Nephilim and Cyclops are different.
It's mythology though.
You like mythology?
I don't like it, but
ooh, you a big mythology worshiper, huh?
No.
Ew.
No,
hey, when this podcast turns off, I'm cutting his head off with a sword.
I just know what it is.
Yeah.
It's all false gods and stuff.
Well, what's interesting is it's a
because that's Greek mythology.
It's like the same thing we were talking about,
There's
like
be mermaids and stuff.
Yeah,
and weird shit like
you have God, and then you have the stories that you can indulge in and read and enjoy, but not believe.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying the timing of it is interesting.
Very interesting.
2026.
The story of the Odyssey is interesting.
Yeah, I know, and even the timing of when it's coming out next year is, I don't know. It's just weird because a lot of people have said 2026. That's when, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, that was a good episode. I'm Nahum. That's Zack. This is Hunchback Insomniac. We should start it like that. I like that. I'm Nahum. This is Zack. This is Hunchback Insomniac. That's a good. I like that. Tell me what you guys think.
I like it.
We love you guys so much. We thank you guys for watching this pod. God bless. Believe in your Savior, Jesus Christ. He died for each and every single one of you.
Amen.
On the cross for our sins. And never stop believing that, because it's in a time right now where we need to all believe that. We need to read the book. We need to read the word. And we need to understand that everything that's said in that book is coming true right now. Everything that you experience, everything you feel weird about, everything that you are second guessing, it's in that book. Take a second and read. just read. It's so good for you, and no one reads anymore. No one reads anything, right? Like we talk about listening to the Bible, but there's a difference when a man is reading that, or a woman, when they're reading that book, right? It's a different feeling, okay? All right, we love you guys so much. God bless. Have a great night.